Hi, this is Joe Adriel from Frankfurt on Foot, and today we're riding the Velo-Taxi through the Frankfurt Palmengarten. We're going to look at the plan first. Let's see where we're going to go. So the Velo-Taxi at the Palmengarten is only available on Wednesdays, and you have to have an appointment to take this at least a day ahead of time. And it is only for people that have mobility issues. Either they can't walk very far, they're senior citizens, they may have some mental problems. They do need to have somebody, if they have any kind of like psychic problems, they need to have somebody with but 2 people can go on this. So if you've never been to the Palmengarten, you've got somebody who's older that can't walk through here, this is absolutely perfect. I come to the Palmengarten all the time. I've got a yearly card. And now your relatives or friends who can't walk well can also come here. So this taxi ride, Velo-Taxi ride that we're taking today, is just an hour. I think they usually have it for 2 hours for mobility issues. And you pay the company directly, and your Velo-Taxi gets the money. So you can have your tour in English, German. Our taxi driver today is Martin, and he speaks Spanish too. You speak Spanish, correct?
Yeah.
Si habla español. Okay. Oh, there's the turtles. Did you see the turtles plopping in the water there? So there's lots of wildlife here. Ducks and geese and turtles and swans. It's a little bit dry here in Frankfurt this summer. They have banned barbecue grilling out in the parks. It's nice and green here though. Now, riding the Velo-Taxi, you can't go into the building, but I believe that they will stop for you and let you go in if you want to. The butterfly house right now is not open. It's not going to be open till fall because the butterflies are taking a little rest. They closed that the 1st of May. The Villa Leonardo. They've got good cakes and coffee in here. It says they're closed on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So Wednesday is the only day that you can do this Velo-Taxi. This is something that the Velo-Taxis in the Palmengarten, the city of Frankfurt, worked on for quite a few years to get ready to go, to get the allowance to do this. One thing I'm not sure is if this works in the winter time, but I will find out. So this is the butterfly house back in here. But of course it's not open yet. You have to wait till fall when all the butterflies come out. It's a wonderful experience to go in there. And if you've watched my other Velo-Taxi ride, we go through the city of Frankfurt. That's available to everybody. Now the Velo-Taxi will pick you up and bring you to the Palmengarten if you're in a location that's about 3 kilometers away from the Palmengarten, but they will charge you extra money for that. I think it's worth it. Oh, look at the tiger lilies. The Palmengarten is huge. It's celebrating its 150th year this year. So they had some of their history up in the Palm House a few months ago when we went and looked at it. What I didn't know is that the Palmengarten was completely closed off to the Frankfurters and from 1945 until, what, 1951. It was just for the Americans to use. And they had jazz concerts here and parties and events. And then they finally opened it up. So today they still use it for parties and still jazz in the park. Along here you can see the train tracks, but the little train is not running right now. You got a nice view of the Frankfurt skyline. In the fall, this is gorgeous with these beautiful flowers. The dahlias. All the school classes are over here. I don't know why the train's not running. It just had technical difficulties, but it hasn't run for about 3 years. They do have some great playgrounds here though. I have a little mini golf course over there. I'm used to putt-putt in the States when we used to go out on your first date if you went putt-putting. So there's a bunch of kids over there. I don't want to film them, but they have water play here. So if you have kids, bring their bathing suit or some shorts or clothes for them to change into. This is really bumpy here. So this is a wonderful playground that they have here. There's about 3 playgrounds here at the Palmengarten for the kids. Now you can get gift certificates. Let's say grandma's birthday's coming up, or grandpa, you don't know what to get them. Get them a gift certificate for a Velo-Taxi ride through the Palmengarten. And they may have thought they could never come here because they can't walk very far. Now they can. So I think this is a perfect gift, rather than soap and lotion and things like that. Velo-Taxi here in the reflection. They do a lot of training here at the Palmengarten for people who want to learn how to be gardeners. And I like on their Facebook page, they always show who's graduated and what they've done with the spring gardens and the summer gardens. Because they do all these seasonal plantings here. And I think it's a lot of work. So that's a little kindergarten over there. But it's not part of the Palmengarten. So here, I was trying not to film the people walking past. So here you can see how big some of these houses are. And you walk through the houses. This is the succulents and the cactuses. So some of this is outside, especially with the cactuses and succulents. And some of it's inside. I like going in there in the winter time, but make sure you have a coat you can take off because it gets pretty warm. Well, these are so pretty. Look at the tree. Must be a lot of work bringing all this inside during the winter time. What's really fun is when their great big huge stinky plant goes into bloom, usually about once a year, and then they advertise it on Facebook and everybody comes out to the Palmengarten to see this humongous smelly plant, which I think I have a video of. If you look up Palmengarten on the playlist, I've got a film of it because it was fun coming out here. And it usually only blooms for like 1 or 2 days, and it grows like really, really fast. I think like a couple feet a day. It smells good here. I can see a funny bird running across the way up here. Now in this pond, there's usually some frogs. All the water lilies. This is the rose garden here. This is super popular for people getting married. Looks like they've got something going on over here. They've got the little rose house all decorated. Lots of times you come out here on a Sunday, people are out here taking pictures, wedding pictures. So it's all decorated inside there. They just had the Rose Garden Festival, I think about a week or two ago. Right at the beginning of June. But the roses are looking a bit bedraggled right now. That's the end of June. We did have some rain. But they have these great big huge bushes here. Whoops. And you got the geese out there. Tower down through there. Those are pretty flowers. Oh, these roses are nice. I like the roses. Sometimes they're huge and they're just beautiful, and other times they're just super aromatic. This is the Palmenhaus. So if you're coming in on Ceasefire Strasse, that's the entrance that you would come into. And then upstairs in here, they've got the flesh-eating plants, the ones that, like all the Venus flytraps. And they're kind of fun. Little kids like to have those. And over here, got the back of the Palmhouse. Of course, they usually have exhibits in here for different things, like the orchid show or dahlias or spring flowers. And that's the Ceasefire Cafe over there. So if you've got a card, like a year card, you can go have coffee and then just come in the gate there. Other than that, you have to go around. But look at this huge tree, like the cedar tree. Pond is really pretty. Oh, there's a swan. I know they had some babies this year. I don't know if we'll see those babies or not, but we'll look for them. And back in there is where they have the jazz concerts. Over here they've got a little beer garden, apple wine. Some Nile geese over there. They're kind of everywhere in the city. About 4 different kind of geese that live in the city every place. And then the swans and the herons. pretty place to take photos down here with this bridge. The water and the reflections. Like we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go ahead and film on the pond over here. Oh, these lilies are just gorgeous. Baby swan over there. It's kind of grayish with mauve. This is the cafe over here, Ceasefire Cafe. Tell you what, if you're vegan, they've got some excellent vegan cakes here. They're just gorgeous. And they taste good too. So they do have a limit on what time you can come into the Palmengarten, but once you're in here, you can kind of stay here as late as you want because they have those doors you can walk through. Though I'm sure they must have a limit. They must walk through here at nighttime. I like this little fountain with the dolphins. Don't get wet. The sprinklers actually make it kind of cool in here. It's a warm, humid day. Look how pretty the rose garden looks. Would you like to get married here? I hear some kind of bird making a noise. I don't know what it is though. Hello. So for the winter lights, they usually have some kind of design here with the fountains. And for the luminala, these flowers are so pretty. I know it's like the end of June, but the flowers almost look fall-like. Such gorgeous trees here too. Let's switch sides and look at these buildings that are over here. We came through there with the succulents. The mimosa tree. Look at the lily pads here. They have these great big huge lily pads. They have to like stop people from putting their children on top of them or their dogs or anything. But sometimes you see frogs on top. Let's see. Over here. So something new that they've started doing here at the Palmengarten is to have these big areas where they're not doing anything but letting the wildflowers grow. It's hugely attractive to the butterflies and the bees, especially these purple flowers. If you like taking bee photos and butterfly photos like I do, you will come out here and you'll take like 1,000 photos because all these flowers are just chock full of bees. The butterflies are hard to get photos of, but I like that they're doing this, letting this kind of run wild. It's It's become a popular thing to do just anyway, like in between the highways, to just let it grow. So look how big these trees are. These trees are a good 150 years old, some of them. Probably from when they first started planting the Palmengarten 150 years ago. You can see the TV tower. They have signs up saying like areas for the insects and the bees. I know they have beehives here. They have beehives over the Botanical Garden too, which is right down the street. And the Botanical Garden is free. And that's also lovely. Plenty of bathrooms here for anybody that needs WC. Now, one thing they don't want you doing, they don't really want you walking on the grass in most of the areas here, but they do have areas where it's okay. You can come and lay on the grass. There's the Via Leonardi back in there. They've just redone this the past year with this kind of creek running through here with the stones. I think they were able to do quite a bit of work here during COVID because there weren't any people here. This is one of the places that was closed during COVID. So this area over here you can lay out and read. That's why a lot of people get year cars, because they can come here every day, they can study, they can read, they can bring their kids. Let's get the fountains again. What a pretty day. I thought it was going to rain this afternoon and I wasn't going to get to come on this, but it didn't. It's beautiful. Blue skies. Come out here every day of the year. You can come out here on Christmas Day, you can come out here on New Year's Day, you can come out here on Easter. It's open 365 days a year. Now they will close early on New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve, but they are open. And one of my favorite things is when they do the winter lights here. And they have all these light exhibits all through the garden. And you come out here in the evening after about 4:30 or so, all of December. Hello, geese. You're a long way from Canada. The gentleman did not want his picture taken. So I put my hand in front of the camera. Look what else you can do out here. You can rent these little boats and paddle boats. Come out and sing row, row, row your boat. So the front part of this palm house is pretty. And the back part isn't so much. So back in here, that's where the restaurant and stuff is. I've been to some events here, and they do nice food. But I do like their exhibits that they do here in the front part. There goes some more Nile geese running away. So mom and dad and babies. Nile geese are fertile. They have a lot of babies. They have at least 2 batches of babies every year. Setting something up, but don't know what. If I'm not mistaken, the Palmengarten also does birthday parties for your kids. People put them out here and show your kids places, things they can do, little scavenger hunt type things. There's a lot of birdhouses out here in the statuary. These are different kind of geese. I don't know what those are. They've got kind of white heads with black stripes on them. Call them zebra geese, because I don't know any better. If you're a goose person and know, please make a comment. If you like these videos, I hope that you'll like and subscribe. It helps keep me in business. Want to ride the Velo-Taxi here in the Palmengarten, make an appointment, ask for Martin. I'll give you a tour of the Palmengarten. Ducks over there in this pond. bamboos over there. Let's message them. It's so cool to be in all this greenery and then see the skyline. Got paths for your kids to walk down. Oh, look, that goose over there's got babies, a bunch of babies. Whoops. Really a relaxing way to spend the afternoon. Not for Martin. He's having to do all this work. I like that tree. The way I like to work too. I like to ride around instead of walking. Driving around the city on hot days. For a cup of sweat. Yeah, this rock garden here. And I want you to stay on the path here too. We gotta put the brakes on here. So back in there is their grotto. It looks like they don't have it open though. We gotta put on the brakes though. We don't want to go barreling down the hill with the Velo-Taxi. As fun as that sounds, I don't think it would be. Boop. So this pond here on those logs, it's full of turtles. Oh, there's a little squirrel, a baby squirrel. Look at him run. Go, little squirrel, go. There's another one. Yeah, this place is filled with squirrels. And you know why? Because there's no dogs here. Yeah, they don't allow any dogs. I want to film the kid. The little paddle boats. Go through the mud. I might have to get out and push. This is a fun playground here with this thing that looks like an airplane. Look at this. We don't want to film the kids, we want to have the lake. Everybody's out on the little boats today. Good way to spend a Wednesday afternoon. If you can't ride in a Velo-Taxi, ride in a boat. What a good driver. So thanks for riding along with me today. Thanks for liking, subscribing. Thanks for sharing. Y'all make my day with your comments. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.